That's so terrible. That's so terrible. Oh my god. I need a moment. I need a moment. Oh my god. That's so fucked up. Oh my god. Oh no, my other save is gone. My save is gone. My save is gone. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. That is so fucked up. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Francis? Monica? Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Francis. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure. I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Francis, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I'm still kind of messed up about frickin' Sayori, man. That's so terrible. Sayori. Oh my gosh. Sayori. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Holy fuck. Eh? Girl 1. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Girl 2? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Francis. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Francis in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... Well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Francis? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. I should save. Wait. My save wasn't there. It's there now. I thought I saved it earlier. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Francis, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. This is kind of messed up. Sayori's just gone? Like, really freaking messed up. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep in complex fantasy world. We've gone through a lot of it. We've gone through all of this, right? A level of creativity and craftsmanship. And telling a good story is such a foreign world. Yuri goes on. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her... Yeah, we've read all this. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep... advantage of your own. I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. Suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think or makes me... surreal horrors changing only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Yeah, we've read all this. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over for a split second. Never mind. What? Cute? Let's be... poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Fine. Think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, right. Not a very confident writer yet. We're gonna skip some of this. I understand how Natsuki feels. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Or we're gonna speed through some of this. Willing to open heart. Share some of your work. Same for Yuri. Yeah, we literally played through this. Except that Sayori's not here. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Everyone is even. Thought it was a good idea. Yeah. Sayori's not here, and Sayori's not vice president. Yuri is now vice president. Weird. Nurture the club of members. We have a new member. Still one problem. Tired time. Never said I would join. Which they look back at me, but I'm sorry. We need 4. This is new. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Francis? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really do. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Freaking Natsuki. Francis, I'm so happy. You can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think no. Everyone remember tonight remember to write a poem. Monica looks over at me once more. Francis, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't remember, but some of the choices used to be for Sayori. Sayori's gone now. Broken. Huh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi again, Francis. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Back to the... everyone's hanging out. What was that? Thanks for keeping your promise, Francis. Commitment for you. Not a custom. What? Like he deserves any slack? Dragged here by Monica? Come in here and hang out or what? I'm gonna speed through some of this because we've encountered a lot of this before. Seriously, then you won't see the end of it. She's blocking the text. Really? Natsuki finds herself between Monica and Manga. Wait. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and Manga? Manga is literature. Swift defeated another Natsuki receipt. I'm sorry, Francis. Put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a funny glance. Anyway, you're in the club and all. Perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't actually say no either way. I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I'll eat. Do you really want to? Forget I didn't care. No, shout out Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, it's this person, and get started something you might like. Pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. This is like kind of new. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked up a book for me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I do. Take the book, feel while you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that I'm sure, expected Monica to get to the club. Seems to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Her intense expression. Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting for reading. I catch a glimpse cover of a book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Crap. She noticed me looking at her, sneaks right in glance, her eyes split. Deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. My mother's comforter. Oh, it's fine. I'm just rereading a bit of this. Yeah, this is all review basically so far. Wanted to reread some of it. How come you have 2 copies? Well, it stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, she happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri's gonna tell me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once the subject of putting it down. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, the book is titled Portrait of Marka. Okay, it's the same book. It's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. People trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Gets even worse when they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Wait, that book sounds different. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark came. You're not a fan of distinguished French, it's not that. I hope so. Inclusive of the individual interest, that kind of story. Strangely perspective should be evil. But because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When other things like books and writings fill my thoughts. What? I missed that. It's not. It doesn't show. There are like blotch things coming. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly... It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Reading company with someone, but I'm distracting you. Start the prologue. About reading in company, feel the presence of shoulders as I read. I'm not a particular bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but it's comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I glance over, it looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. What? I saw something, but it's gone. What? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slam my desk into Yuri. Did we book between us? I suppose so. Closes her own copy. Our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like right, hold the book. Maybe it's difficult to turn the page. Here. Howling good games. Wolfie, what up? I have like goosebumps on my neck right now. Loon Marie, hi. Ernie PL, what up? Spot. Howling good games with the raid. Boofer raid. Welcome on in, anyone from Wolfie's channel. foolishFrancis chillin'. You may lose your job if you watch this. I don't know. I've never played this game before, but the game is getting like fucked up. Like the game is like, it's getting really creepy. And also disturbing. But yeah, welcome on in. We're chilling. We're playing through this game for the first time, Doki Doki Literature Club. And it's terrifying and also very disturbing. So yeah, I don't know. You might lose your job. I don't know. What up? Give me that. Cow. Oh god. Cow. There we go. Cow. Yeah. Yeah, one of the main characters, my best friend. Okay, spoiler alert if anyone doesn't know what this game is. One of my best friends I grew up with, she just killed herself. This game is like disturbing. My best friend that I just grew up with just killed herself. And now the game is like in this alternate reality where my best friend like never existed. And it's really like fucked up. Like I just played through the game and it's redoing the game, but without my best friend having existed. It's really weird. Stay for the cow. The cow. Coffee and tacos. What up? This game is very cute. Very cute. But also crazy. You came in just in time. Yeah. Moo. Moo. Yeah. So things are kind of fucked up right now, and like goosebumps, like the hair on the back of the neck thing. This is like messed up. Fuck, Wolfie. Yeah, there's some fucked up shit going on. Okay, Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. But yeah, Wolfie, appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, though. Yeah. Appreciate the host. The raid. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. By the way, this game gets steamy. I'm not gonna lie, this game gets steamy. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Eat spoopy popcorn. I don't mind being patient. Oh wait, Wolfie, how's your stream, by the way? Were you still playing Zelda? How was the stream? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. Oh, you beat! You just beat Link to the Past. Nice. GG. Nice. I actually love that game. It was pretty cool watching you. Outer Worlds tomorrow. Nice. Was a little tense. Oh god. I was into that game when I was very young though, so it's got a lot of nostalgia for me. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. Wait, what? So I don't know why that came into my head. Ah ha ha ha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. All right, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Francis? You cheated a bunch. Completely new for you. That's kind of cool. Are you gonna play more Zelda games? I started the Outer Worlds when it came out, and I've been liking it. It's been pretty fun. Especially if you like games like that, like open RPGs, stuff like that. Francis? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. What? No, nothing. Ah ha ha ha. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Weird. You hate reading. Top 10. This game is kind of like extremely gripping. You have new Link's Awakening? I like Link. I like the Zelda games. I haven't played the last two big Zeldas though. Maybe I'll get a Switch. Maybe. Okay. Let's go to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her. ... Wolfie, play Breath of the Wild. I kind of want to play... I haven't played Skyward Sword. I haven't played the last two big Zelda games. So I kind of want to play that before Breath of the Wild. I don't know. But Wolfie, you take it easy. Thanks for the raid again. Farewell. I can skip Skyward. I don't know. I've heard mixed things about Skyward Sword.
There you are.
I have heard mixed things about Skyward Sword. Coffee and tacos with the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. Dot. Francis, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Hey. Painful to think about? ... Fine, well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Okay, this is exactly the same. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. So her poem is exactly the same. We're coming across some weird changes, but her poem's the same. One of my buddies was telling me he loves Skyward Sword, but I've heard some very mixed things about Skyward Sword, and I think I might actually. I don't think it's for the Switch. I think it's only. I think it's. Is it still only for the Wii U, or is it? Can you play Skyward Sword on a Switch? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated. Some people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid? Yes, exactly. I kind of like Natsuki. I'm not gonna lie. I like her. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this. More into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. So that was like all the same there. There was nothing new. No new dialogue with Natsuki. I like her though. I like Natsuki. Natsuki! Hi, Francis. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind, of course. I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Francis. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Okay, this is all the same. Yeah, that's true. I had Monarch in my poem. Good job, Francis. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. This is all the same. It's really metaphorical. So deep. I guess I underestimated you. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Maybe? It's gone. All right, that way those counts on that's not very fair. Yeah, this is all the same so far. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her, but that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction. This is new, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry. I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. I can't tell if this is... I think this is different than her first poem that she showed me. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays, emphasizing on the timing between words and lines. This all seems the same, but I don't recall reading a poem like that earlier. It can be really powerful. Wait. Isn't this... These are some things that Sayori said. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. This is all the same. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So that's all the same. Except some of her lines were weird. Some of her lines almost seemed like things that Sayori would say or said. Yuri. Dot dot dot. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So... Wait. What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time. Really? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Dot dot dot. Well, I know that. I just mean... trails off. This is the same? Yeah. Okay. It's the reason I was able to tell. Specific writing habits used to procure new writers. This is all the same. I think the most noticeable thing trying to very deliberate. Tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They form fit. Okay. Both the style and expressions are weakened. Once he refines demeanor change, her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course. It's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I'm kind of skipping through some of this because we've went through it already. I kind of want to... There's something weird going on here. I also hope that every valuable feedback... Be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I'm gonna be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me or Natsuki. If you read your poem now, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily. Rare opportunity for which herself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I think this is the same. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I don't know. I can't remember if that's the same. Dot dot dot. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. This is the same. I like the poem, even though it's short. Wasn't too short. You just write longer poems, not at all. Really glad you like it. I'll be honest. It's the first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Are you into ghosts? Hoo-hoo? It isn't about a ghost at all. Really? Totally missed the point. Well, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their world. They usually do more than tell us a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive, eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Francis. Me too. That was all the same. I almost want to... Well, I don't know. Let's keep going with Yuri, so we'll know that music is different. It was different for a second. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes line on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem. I watch your expression change on each eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving... Okay. This fight happened before, but last time... Sayori stopped it. And now Sayori's gone. Also, let's save. Beep, 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 beep. And also...